Erin Jackson didn't just win an Olympic gold medal, she changed the history of her sport in the process. When Erin Jackson crossed the finish line in the 500 meters and saw her name at the top of the board, it marked more than a victory. It marked the first time a black woman had ever won Olympic gold in speed skating. That moment carried weight far beyond the clock. The 500 meters is one of the most unforgiving events in the Winter Olympics. It is explosive, technical, relentless. There is no room to ease into the race. One hesitation in the opening stride, one misjudged corner, and the medal is gone. The margins are measured in hundredths of a second. Jackson mastered that margin. From the start, her acceleration was controlled and sharp. Her crossovers were efficient, balanced, and powerful. Through the final stretch, when fatigue threatens even the most experienced skaters, she stayed composed. When she crossed the line, the time told the story. But to understand the magnitude of that victory, you have to understand her path. Erin Jackson did not grow up as a traditional speed skating prodigy. She transitioned to ice from inline skating, an unconventional path that speaks to both her adaptability and athletic foundation. Where others built their skills on frozen tracks from childhood, Jackson had to translate muscle memory, balance, and race instinct into an entirely new environment. That kind of transition requires humility and discipline. Early in her international career, Jackson showed flashes of elite potential. But like many athletes navigating a new discipline, consistency took time. There were races where she missed podiums by fractions. There were moments where the experience gap was visible. She didn't retreat from those moments. She studied them, adjusted, refined. By the time she arrived at the Olympic stage, she wasn't just participating, she was prepared. And when her moment came, she didn't blink. The significance of her win goes beyond sport. Winter sports have long struggled with representation. Barriers of access, geography, and visibility have limited who gets introduced to skating, skiing, and sliding disciplines at a young age. Jackson's gold medal disrupts that narrative. It expands possibility. Young athletes watching her victory don't just see speed. They see someone who looks like them succeeding in a space where representation has historically been limited. That visibility matters. History making performances often arrive quietly. There was no spectacle attached to her milestone, just a clean, powerful race, a scoreboard, a realization, and then the understanding of what it meant. Jackson became a symbol not through proclamation, but through performance. And the symbolism is powerful. She proved that pathways into elite winter sport don't have to be traditional. That excellence can emerge from unconventional beginnings. That focus and resilience can overcome barriers that once felt structural. But beyond history, she remains what she has always been first, a competitor. The 500 meters demands fearlessness. It demands commitment to the edge of control. Jackson's win was not sentimental. It was earned, built on training, repetition, and precision under pressure. That's what makes the moment enduring. It wasn't handed to her, it wasn't ceremonial, it was competitive. And that competitive legitimacy strengthens the history she made. Since that race, Erin Jackson has become more than a gold medalist. She has become an ambassador for the sport, a voice for accessibility, and a reminder that excellence is not confined by expectation. Her story is still being written, but one chapter is permanent. She is the first black woman to win Olympic gold in speed skating, and that sentence will live in the record books long after the race itself fades into highlights. Some victories change rankings, others change who feels welcome to compete. Erin Jackson did both, and in a sport defined by speed, she set a pace that extends far beyond the ice.